Okay, today I wanted to talk about aliens. Is there life on other planets? Um, I got my answer through near death. There's a man named Howard Storm who had a near death encounter. He was an atheist before his near death experience and became a Christian pastor. He went to hell. It wasn't fire, brimstone, but it was a dark place where he was attacked by evil spirits, and he cried out to Jesus, and Jesus saved him and then took him to heaven. And they had a meeting and went over his life review and basically sent him back to Earth. But there was a time during the life meeting that he was allowed to ask questions, and he asked if there's life on other planets, and Jesus said there is, and showed him all the different life forms. He saw people that look like us, and then some strange creatures. And I think what's really ironic is Kat Kerr also visits heaven, and she shared that there's different types of angels. There's angels that look like us, and then there are angels that look like creatures. So I thought that was kind of ironic, too. A lot of Christians either don't believe in aliens or they believe aliens are demons. I think that, God's a big God. If he put life here, he could put life out there. And there's good and evil here, so I think there can be good and evil out there as well. I think that there's good angels. Well, I think there's good angels and bad angels as well as good aliens and bad aliens. And if demons are aliens, then that would make the good angels good aliens. But I think God's a big God. And I think, I can't prove it scientifically, but if there is life out there, I think God could have created, other people out there. And they can choose to do right and do wrong as well. And, Satan can tempt them as well. Now, a lot of people say, well, if that's true, then Jesus would have had to die over and over on all those other planets. I think, no. I think that his atonement that he did here on earth would have paid for everything, even out there. So that's my personal beliefs on that. I do believe the book of Enoch, that the sons of God came and made it with daughters of men and made the giants. And then God had to send the flood to wipe that hybrid race out. And I don't know where I could say that the aliens today are from that, because those giants died during the flood and their souls became demons. And you have to have a body to make a baby. So I don't believe demons can have children because they're disembodied spirits. And those fallen angels that did that also were locked up in prison under the earth for their fornication. Now, there are other fallen angels. There was two groups. The one group went with Satan, and they were kicked out of heaven. And this other particular group chose to mate with the women. The fallen angels that did not do that crime could be doing that crime. I think Jesus said that before he came back, that it would be like the days of Noah. And now we're having it again. People claiming to have sex with aliens and making hybrid children, which I think is wrong. And then you got scientists messing around in the labs trying to make half animal and half human. That's completely wrong. But that doesn't mean, even though all this stuff is going on, that doesn't mean that there can't be godly aliens out there. I believe that Prophet Ezekiel saw a spaceship with godly aliens. And that's my personal belief. The wheel within the wheel was some kind of spacecraft. So I think there's good and bad out there. If you read the book of First John, it talks about how you could tell the children of God from the children of Satan. Those who walk in love and who do good are God's children. Those who do evil are Satan's children. And really, in all reality, you only have two species. You have God's children and Satan's children, regardless of what planet they're from. If you do good and you love people, you're God's child. If you do evil and you hurt people, you're Satan's child. So that's my personal thoughts on that. I would say that the aliens that are working for the government, they are definitely demonic and evil aliens, and they're being influenced by demons and on Satan. And then you have the Pleiadians who are trying to save our people. And I think it's ironic how they look so angelic, which I guess you can't go by that as being good, because the devil can shine like an angel light. But it's amazing how when you see angel pictures, you always see blonde hair, blue eye. beings, very tall, and the Pleiadians seem to have those same type of features. I've heard that Gabriel also has blue eyes, blonde hair, and he's very tall and well built. And a lot of the Pleiadians have those same descriptions. So, but God knows everything, and I try to be open minded on things. I'm not saying one way or the other if I'm right. I'm just looking at it from an open point of view that if God put life here, he can put it out there. And if there's good and bad on earth, there can be good and bad in the universe as well. You can have godly aliens serving God and satanic aliens serving Satan. And so that's my personal thoughts on it. All right. Bye.